I see them as special.
Arsenal lost at home to Liverpool in an FA Cup tie 2-0. Arsenal dominated the game, started very well, very fluid, on the ball, with Odegaard being the architect, Nelson on the left, Saka on the right, and Havertz through the middle. Arsenal created chances, and they created chances off the platform they created for themselves with the pressing triggers, which they executed to perfection. What was frustrating is that Arsenal were on top and Liverpool didn't show up in the first half. Arteta coached a 4-0, if I'm being honest, in the first half, but Arsenal could not take their chances. This was increasingly frustrating for Arsenal fans and for the Arsenal players. While we were creating more and more chances and we were losing and not taking those chances, while the atmosphere was energised and the decimals were through the roof, there was a lot of anxiety amongst Arsenal fans alike. This game again highlighted the need for a striker. Havertz was not it. Saka wasn't at the races. Nelson played good, but good is not good enough. And he's really the only one with Odegaard that can hold their head up high in the attacking sense. I thought Rice played very well. Rice, again, won the ball back high, and that contributed to us recycling the ball and creating and fashioning more chances. But you can fashion all the chances in the world. If you don't take them and you don't make them, it's useless. Bad performance. I thought Saka played really poorly. All the questions surrounding him regarding his form, he was being compared to Saka in a lot of football talk. I think we can dead that now. I think Saka's it's got a long way to go. While I do think he's elite, he's just not at world-class level, and this game was evidence to that. He had a few chances where he should have done better. He should have assisted, he should have had the final pass, he should have had the final shot. But again, lack of decision making, lack of conviction, and lack of quality, particularly on his right foot, had meant that he had a poor game. Nelson, on the other hand, I felt had a great game. He contributed with his energy. I believe his positioning was correct. I believe he made the kind of runs that sparked a dynamism in our attack that was missing, maybe of the old Martinelli, who would have given us that. But of course, he hasn't been in a great of form either. But Nelson played very well. Felt he gave a good account of himself, but unfortunately he was taken off and Martinelli was put on, and Martinelli again gave a good account of himself and showed a bit of his old self. And I was happy to see that. But we weren't good enough. We were not good enough. The bad performers, Saka, Havertz and Kiwior did not play well. We made the chances. We just didn't take them. You can make them and not take them. But if you don't take them, your opponents will. And unfortunately in this situation, Liverpool took full advantage. They were able to call on the quality of Trent, who's having an excellent season, by the way. Puts in a ball that spells danger. When 6s and 7s, Kiwior scores an own goal. And of course, Diaz, who had an excellent game up until that point, puts the dagger in our hearts from a Jota assist. We need to look at ourselves. And Arteta and the players have to look at themselves. The game was there for the taking, and we didn't take it. Again, this game is evidence to the fact we need a new striker. We need a new face. We need goals, because we cannot continue to run on fumes, create the chances we're making, and not take them. This should call or cry out to the board or to the powers that be that, look, we need to invest. In opinion, there's only two names, Vlahovic and Tony. You either go and get one of them. I believe they can raise the ceiling of the squad, and I believe they can add value to what is been an okay season thus far, but it could be a great one. But again, this will tell me where we are in terms of ambition and where we are in the process. Some of the good performers, in my opinion, were Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saliba, Gabriel. Those were the good performers. So the majority of the squad played good. But lapses in concentration, brain farts, lack of taking advantage of opportunities, lack of showing your canines when you're in front of goal has meant that we are out of the FA Cup. And there's another trophy that we are not going to lift at the end of the season. Hopefully the manager sees this, hopefully the board sees this, and hopefully we take full advantage off the pitch of our situation and use this as a motivation tool to go into the marketplace and address what needs to be addressed. This is Only1Victor, and I'll see you around.